Time for our final race of the weekend then. We'll take you through the grid first of all, then we've got an update on race 2 from earlier on. So this grid was set by the fastest times in qualifying yesterday. Olivier Algieri is on pole alongside Alfie Garford in the 88. Second row, Louis Capezzoli and Josh Wilby. Ashley Gregory and Cam Richardson on row 3. Fourth row is Rhys Hurd and Alex Keens. Then completing the top 10, Leo Purchase and Louis Fleet. Row 6 will be number 40, James Sherrington, and 96, Ronnie Smith. The 7th row, 81, Luca Osborne, alongside 46, Paul Manning. The 8th row, Craig Morgan in 51, alongside Monroe Renard, 69. Row 9, 78, Kieran Roberts, and number 10, Harry Smith. The 10th row, Henry Foote, alongside Cameron Wood. And the final row will be Simon Sweetland and Gabe Fairbrother. Watch for him coming through. Had problems in qualifying yesterday, so has to line up for this race at the back, because qualifying sets the grid for races 1 and 3. The partially reverse grid race is race 2. Talking of race 2, there has been an amendment to the results. Olivier Algieri took the flag in first place. He was given a one-place penalty for gaining an unfair advantage when passing Gabe Fairbrother earlier in the race. Therefore, he is penalised to second. The win, therefore, goes to Alex Keens in race number 2 in car 62. Second is Olivier Algieri. Ashley Gregory in third. Harry Smith also got a one-place penalty, down to 7th behind Louis Capezzoli for gaining an unfair advantage earlier in the race, according to the bulletins I'm being sent through from Stacey Lauday, the clerk of the course for the mini challenge this weekend. So that's an update on the result from earlier on. Thanks for all your comments coming in. Lots of Louis Capezzoli fans making the return to the championship after a couple of years. Alex Keens taking inheriting his second win in the championship this year earlier on. So Olivier Algieri is on 3, looking for his 4th win of the season from pole position here. He's had a real roller coaster season so far. My thanks go to Chris Hutchinson. He's got a long journey back to the south of England, so he's headed off. I'll be solo for this final race. I'm pretty exhausted, I have to say, with a cracking weekend of racing in the heat of the northeast of England. I'm sure all our camera crews and everyone else are as well. It's been very hot weather. They've been attacked by insects all day. But full credit and a big thanks to all our camera operators out there on circuit. So Olivier Algieri in the black and white car on pole, Alfie Garford in the black and turquoise Weir Tools liveried car alongside. Let's take a look at the championship points heading into this race. They have been updated online. Alex Keens leads the championship on 389 points. He's 42 points ahead of Gabe Fairbrother. Ashley Gregory is third, a further 17 points back. Then Josh Wilby and Leo Purchase. That's your top 5 in the championship. Alfie Garford leads the Rookie Cup with Olivier Algieri in second and James Sherrington in third. The Graduate Cup is led by Josh Wilby, and Graves Motorsport lead the team championship. So third on the grid, Louis Capezzoli is going to be the one that I think most are watching here. The grey car, the returnee. Here we go then, the revs rise, 15 minutes, our last race of the weekend gets underway here at Croft, the Vertu Mini Challenge Trophy, down towards Clairvaux for the first time, these mostly young saloon racers. And look at the lead that Olivier Algieri's got already. He's off like a rocket at the front of the field. It's Garford in second place and Capezzoli in third. One car through the gravel there. On the outside, a bit of contact. Who's that being pushed out? Why? I think that's the 96 of Ronnie Smith. Contact with Leo Purchase on the inside. They've survived that. And 1 or 2 cars cut the chicane there. That's about 3 cars did that as the race continues, though, with Algieri away and clear ahead of Alfie Garford in second. Capezzoli is in third. Josh Wilby, none the worse for his off in race 2, is fourth. It's Ashley Gregory completing the top 5 as the pack funnels its way through Tower Bend for the first time. Paul Manning there on the inside in the 46. Kieran Roberts, who went off at Tower in race 2, towards the back of the line, got ahead of Cameron Wood in the 43. Out into the back of the circuit, out in the country for the first time. Then side by side there, Leo Purchase and Ronnie Smith still after their bit of contact early on. But look at the lead that Algeria has got already up the inside. Going for second place is Capazzoli. That's forced the car of Garford to go wide onto the grass there. He's still on the outside line. That's going to allow Josh Wilby and Ashley Gregory to attack. Reese Hurd's blue car is in there as well. And then Alex Keynes, the championship leader. Ashley Gregory in the middle as they go into the complex. This is very tight indeed through there. They've all somehow survived that. Very, very close indeed. Alex Keynes in the green and yellow car. He's got the 15 of Cameron Richardson, the newcomer, on his tail. As they come through to complete the opening lap, it's Algeria who will have the lead as they cross the line, but what's the margin going to be? Richardson went wide there. He's alongside Louis Fleet. As they start to sort themselves out, the lead is over 2 seconds already. Algeria ahead of Capazzoli. Still side by side here, Cameron Richardson after running a bit wide there in the 610. Louis Fleet in the black and green Team Avago car. They've got Leo Purchase behind them. Paul Manning under fire from the number 81. That's Luca Marinoni Osborne. He's not had a lot of luck this weekend. As Algeria pulls away, Capazzoli in second position. Alfie Garford is third. As they charge up to Tower once again, this final race of the weekend here on BARC TV at Croft, the Vertu Mini Challenge Trophy, race number 3. Luca Marinoni Osborne up the inside, attacking Harry Smith. He's had a pretty fraught weekend. He's had a couple of penalties so far this weekend. Was penalised 1 place in race 2 earlier on. A couple of cars lean on each other further back. Through the Jim Clark S's, up towards Barcroft, then Sunny in and Sunny out. Reese Hurd coming under fire from Alfie Garford. So Garford's lost another place there, back to 4th position. Josh Wilby is behind that. That's what Reese Hurd there. Apologies, that must be Capazzoli's car ahead there. My apologies. Yes, Capazzoli in second. There's Algeria out in front. The sun confusing me, glinting on the cars there. There is Reese Hurd with Alex Keynes behind him. Then Ashley Gregory and Cameron Richardson through the head. Over the line for the second time. Algeria has extended his lead to 2.7 seconds. Done the fastest lap, 1:39.871. That's 0.2 of a second outside Alex Solly's lap record from last year. He went close to it with a 0.762 in race 1, so he's only been a few hundredths over the lap record, our race leader. There's Ashley Gregory, led for so long in race 2. She's in 7th position at the moment. Algeria continuously looking to make up for losing a second win this weekend in race 2. Alfie Garford giving chase to Capazzoli. So Algeria leads the Rookie Cup split. Josh Wilby leads the Graduate Cup split. It's the Westbourne Motorsport car that leads the way. 51 of Morgan up the inside there, attacking Louis Fleet. That's for 12th position. There's Kieran Roberts in the ex-Matt Hammond car. Won the title a few years ago. It's calming down after the frantic opening exchange. We come up towards 1/3 distance. This is the battle for second. The 99 of Capazzoli, the Accelerate Motorsport Run car, in the Wera Alliance Racing Academy car of 88 Alfie Garford, battling for second place. Josh Wilby 4th, Reese Hurd 5th, Alex Keynes in 6th position. Lots of your comments coming in I've seen, but I can't read them out at this stage because there's so much going on out on track. Ashley Gregory under fire. That's from Cameron Richardson. Behind them, Leo Purchase. Richardson has a look up the inside into the hairpin. He up on the curb there. Purchase behind them. Then Ronnie Smith in the 96. There he is, the white and turquoise car. All 22 starters are still on track. Algeria leads by 3.2 seconds now. He is absolutely blitzing this race. Through Clervaux they come. There's Purchase under fire from Ronnie Smith. They've been together since this race started. James Sherrington behind them. Somebody going through the gravel there in the background. I think that's Simon Sweetland, number 4. Indeed it is. The Max Tune car rejoins at the tail of the field. Here comes the battle for second. It's a race for second place at the moment because Olivier Algieri is dominating proceedings out in front. Leading by about 10 car lengths by the time they got to Clervaux for the first time. Out into the country once again. And Olivier Algieri having a quite superb weekend. He came home in front in race 1, he was in front in race 2, but was penalised. The man from Llandudno in the north of Wales, still only 19 years of age, had some guest outings last year, first full season in the Mini Challenge. His ambition is to race in British touring cars. Louis Capezzoli back in the championship, holds that second place in the Accelerate Motorsport car, diving up the inside there. That's Cameron Richardson past Ashley Gregory. Here comes Ronnie Smith as well, attacking Leo Purchase 3 wide into the hairpin. That's not going to work, there's contact. Round goes Leo Purchase. The 171 car sent spinning. Yep, 3 into 1 doesn't go at that point of the circuit, unfortunately. We've lost Leo Purchase. Hopefully he can get going again. There's Capezzoli in second place. It's the number 88 of Alfie Garford in third. Comes from Stamford in Lincolnshire. Just 16 years of age. Graduate of the Fiesta Junior Championship last season. His ambition is to score a podium, he said at the start of the season. Well, he's on for a podium at the moment. So CJ Morgan coming under fire. Bit of damage there, bit of contact with Gabe Fairbrother, who's coming through from last on the grid, and CJ Morgan skips the chicane there. Mind the tyre stacks. There is Cam Richardson ahead of Ashley Gregory. Now, where's Leo Purchase? Did he manage to rejoin after that spin? Yes, he's in last place. CJ Morgan now under fire from Luca Osborne. Somebody kicking up the dust ahead of them. Well, Algieri leads by 3.5 seconds ahead of Capezzoli, Garford and Josh Wilby in fourth. Reese Hurd rounding out the top 5. The midfield heads through the Jim Clark S's. Top 10 heads its way through Sunny out. Paul Madding heading this train of cars. There's Harry Smith, a little further back in the pack than he was earlier this weekend, in the number 10, the reigning junior saloon car champion. And somebody going straight on there. Who's that? It's Ronnie Smith, the 96. I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like something may have broken in his steering, I think. Now, he needs to be careful here on the hairpin. If there's damage to his steering, he may not make it round. No, he's made it round. Not too sure what that was all about. I don't think there was any contact there. There may have been just before he got to the complex, but there wasn't anybody near him. He bounced over the grass there. 1:39.682, new fastest lap from Olivier Algieri, and that's a new lap record. 1:39.682 for Olivier Algieri. That's 0.08 of a second inside Alex Solly's record from last year. There he is. 76.37 miles now. That's a new lap record for the Mini Challenge Trophy here at Croft. Capezzoli still second. They're stacking up behind him now. Look, there's Garford in third. Wilby, Hurd and Keynes. Then a gap back to Richardson and Gregory. James Sherrington and Paul Manning now rounding out the top 10 after that moment for Ronnie Smith at the complex. Out on the far side of the course, about 5.5 minutes of this race to go, and running a little wide there, dropping a wheel onto the grass. That was Capezzoli. Here comes Alfie Garford. He might be able to snatch second here with a bit of luck. Up on the outside into the complex. Josh Wilby's poised to pounce as well. 5 of them line astern. Great fight here for second, but all the time they're dropping back from Olivier Algieri. Somehow Capezzoli able to hold that second place. Through to complete their 6th lap. Less than 5 minutes of this race to go. Everybody, I think, is still running further back. Yes, last runner is Simon Sweetland. Still, Algieri leads and leads the Rookie Cup. The Graduate Cup is led by Ryan Wilby. As the pack charged its way through Clairvaux. There's number 138. That's Henry Foote in the Race Car Consultants car. And somebody running out wide there. I think that's Ronnie Smith. Yes, he has broken something. And Ronnie Smith, number 96, is pulling over. That car presumably sustained some more damage when he went off at the complex earlier on. So Ronnie Smith's race is over. Last year's Rookie Cup champion. Through goes the midfield. There's somebody else slowing there on the outside. Is that Luca Osborne again? Oh, he's having no luck at all this season, Luca. His car has slowed. He really is the hard luck story of this year. Luca Marinoni Osborne, the Berkshire driver. He was 9th in the championship last year, was one of the title favourites going into this season, but he's out of it. Still this battle for second rages on as the sun just beginning to set here at Croft in the late afternoon. There's Ashley Gregory holding off James Sherrington, and in 8th place at the moment. There is Luca Marinoni Osborne, slams the door in anger. He's had no luck this season at all, has Luca. He's constantly having mechanical bad luck. Meanwhile, up the outside is Josh Wilby. He's trying to steal third from Alfie Garford. He won't get through there. That could allow Reese Hurd to attack up the inside. He's left the gap on the inside. Wilby keeps his foot in. And here comes Alex Keens, trying to make it 3 wide. Oh, this is going to be close through the chicane. They're going to have to cut across there. There were yellow flags out there as well because of Ronnie Smith's stranded car. They just saw the yellow flags and backed off in time there, I think. Yes, they're in the same order. So I don't think there'll be any penalties handed out there. Alex Keens had to back off there to avoid going past both of them and risk a penalty for passing under yellows. Goodness me. There's a couple of minutes left to go now for Olivier Algieri. There's yellow flags out at the Jim Clark S's as well because there's a thoroughly fed up Luca Marinoni Osborne pulled over on the side of the road. Here they come then down into sunny in and out once again. Time is winding down. Laps running out. My voice is running out. Been a brilliant weekend here at Croft. And Olivier Algieri is all set for a double win. It would have been a hat-trick had he not got that one-place penalty in race 2, giving Alex Keens his second win of the season. Alex Keens will still be leading the championship. See the 95 car, Josh will be a bit battered from where he hit the tyre wall at the complex in race 2. The team are able to get the car back out, so well done to Team Avago. Across the line they go. I think we're now into our last lap. Final lap of the weekend here at Croft. Are we going to see a change for second? Is Capezzoli going to be able to hang on? There's Ashley Gregory. So unlucky in race 2 earlier on. Led to the last lap, but then Algieri went diving through and Alex Keens getting through as well. Well, there's Algieri. We've hardly seen him all race long. He's so far ahead. Leads by nearly 6 seconds now. Can Capezzoli hold off Alfie Garford for that second place? Out towards the Jim Clark S's for what will be the last time. Alfie Garford said his ambition this season was a podium. He's had 2 second places already. Can he steal second from Capezzoli here? They're not going to catch this man. What a weekend for Olivier Algieri. He's going to lead home on the road all 3 races. He's going to take his 4th race win of the season here in race 3 at Croft. Just a few seconds left on the clock now. Will he get another lap out of this one? We'll wait and see. It's 10 seconds as he comes through the complex. I think it will be checkered flag this time. He comes into the hairpin. The checkered flag is being prepared. It's going to be a double win this weekend for Olivier Algieri for Westbourne Motorsport. Here he comes. Up towards the line, takes the checkered flag. Now who's going to be second? Is Capezzoli going to hang on? He certainly is. A fine return for Louis Capezzoli. 3rd for Alfie Garford. 4th is Josh Wilby. He wins the Graduate Cup. Reese Hurd is next, then Keens, Richardson, Gregory in 8th, Sherrington 9th, and Gabe Fairbrother from the back of the grid up to 10th. A photo finish there between Harry Smith and CJ Morgan. Smith gets it by 41 thousandths of a second. Leo Purchase has not had a great 3rd race. He's off at the complex. And we'll finish at the back of the field. Just a couple of retirements there. Poor old Luca Marinoni Osborne. Great shame for him, and we lost Ronnie Smith with some damage as well. Well, that couldn't have gone any better for Olivier Algieri. Leading all the way, a win by over 6 seconds and a lap record as well. only a few thousandths inside Alex Solly's mark from last season. He wins by 6 1/4 seconds from Louis Capezzoli. What a return to racing for him. Alfie Garford in third, ahead of Josh Wilby. Then Rhys Hurd completing the top 5. Alex Keens will keep the championship lead with 6th place, ahead of Cameron Richardson, then Ashley Gregory, James Sherrington and Gabe Fairbrother, your top 10. Paul Manning next, ahead of Harry Smith and Craig Morgan. They finished side by side. Kieran Roberts in 14th, and it was Louis Fleets and Henry Foote in 16th place. Monroe Renard 17th, Cameron Wood 18th, Simon Sweetland was 19th, and the final finisher, Leo Purches. We lost Marinoni Osborne and Ronnie Smith.